This is what the false prophet will look like. He will look something like this, but not as obviously menacing and threatening as this. Or he may look something like this. Dressed in dark clothing or with clothing with colors. The false prophet is a dark, sinister magician, a dark sorcerer, a warlock, who works for the Antichrist and Satan. The false prophet is the third figure in the unholy trinity. He is known as the second beast, the beast of the earth. The second beast, the false prophet, emerges from the earth, from the ground. Unlike the Antichrist beast, the false prophet beast has 2 horns, which means he is less monstrous, less ferocious, more gentle and subtle, more clever. He has 2 horns, he has the body of a lamb, but he speaks like a dragon. He has the voice and the tongue of a dragon, which means he speaks blasphemy. And represents paganism and Satanism disguised as holiness. The false prophet will have many dark satanic powers. One of them is the ability to cause fire to come down from the sky to observers and onlookers on the ground. I used to think that the Antichrist was the most powerful and intriguing figure, but not too long ago I started to think that the false prophet himself is actually the most interesting, because there is very little written about him. He is the most obscure figure, and he will actually have even more influence than the Antichrist. I'll explain later. Here's another depiction of the false prophet. This is what he'll look like from the inside. From the outside he will appear as a lamb with 2 horns, but inside he'll be a dragon. He'll speak like a dragon. Have the voice, the tongue, the sneer of a dragon. This is the false prophet, the second beast rising from the ground. He has 2 horns, but in this depiction it's depicted that he has 4. And here he causes fire to come down from the sky, causing people to bow down and worship the Antichrist and believe the false prophet's miracles. The false prophet will initiate counter-miracles, counterfact miracles, which will deceive all the people of the world and make them believe every word he says. And since he speaks like a dragon, he shall lead all the people to the darkness. Here is the false prophet, the second beast. He comes out of the ground. He has 2 horns. He causes fire to come down from the sky. Now, here's why I think the false prophet is even more significant than the Antichrist. The false prophet is the guy who will create the mark of the beast. And he is the guy who will influence, convince everyone on earth to worship the Antichrist. So he is like a world magician, a world hypnotist, a mesmero, hypnotizing and mesmerizing all the people to worship the Antichrist. Creating the mark of the beast and popularizing the mark of the beast and convincing everyone on earth to worship one single man, the Antichrist, is how you will recognize the false prophet. The false prophet is identified by creating and popularizing the mark of the beast and convincing every person on earth to worship one man. That is how you will know who the false prophet is. The mark of the beast will have also the ability to speak. And everyone who does not worship the Antichrist shall be killed. So the false prophet is recognized by causing fire to come down from the sky, casting miracles and wonders to people, creating a mark or a symbol, popularizing it as the ultimate fashion symbol, and causing everyone on earth to worship one person. That is how you will know who is the false prophet, which I believe is even more significant than the Antichrist.